Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Robin Joy Show. And tonight we're going to interview new parents, Courtney and RJ. They have a new daughter. Her name is Xylo, and she's 3 months. With the Roe versus Wade controversy going on now, with the Supreme Court in session and maybe looking at overturning the Roe versus Wade abortion ruling, I thought it'd be a prime time to interview new parents and get their thoughts on it. Is it a woman's choice to have an abortion? Is it a child's choice or newborn or fetus right to live? There's been a lot of controversy about that. What about birth control? Now, some states are going to make birth controls illegal. Abortions are up for grabs to be illegal. People are having to cross state lines to have abortions. And then you have um, the right to live group and the pro-choice group. It's all up in the air right now this year in 2020. So what better way to just talk about it, to interview some new parents, Courtney and RJ. Without further ado, let's bring them up.
Hey, we live.
Yeah, we're live.
Hey, how y'all doing?
We're doing well. And move over so I can see your face.
Huh?
Okay, yep, there you go.
I can't really get in the camera.
Okay, there we go. Okay, thank you joining us tonight. And I introduce you and Courtney and your new baby Xylo. And are you two familiar with the Roe versus Wade ruling with the Supreme Court?
Yes, like they're trying to get abortions.
Yeah, I seen it, on social media.
What do you all think about that, being new parents? What do you think about that, Courtney?
I feel like they what am I looking for? I kind of feel like they should not have any say so pretty much over how women choose to control their body. And then it's a lot that comes with pregnancy, so that should ultimately be up to the woman in that case, because it's a lot that comes with it on the body that people don't really take into consideration.
And RJ, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I think it's not fair to tell people what to do with their bodies, and knowing different people's situations, you might not be able to be a parent yet.
Okay. Well, I know you two are new parents, and Zalo is going on almost 4 months, and want to know, what did you expect, before Zalo came into the world? What do you expect being a parent would be? I know you two are young parents. What was your expectations of being a parent? What do you, what do you wish you would have known now? I mean, that you know now that you wish you would have known before Zalo came into the world.
Mm,
Um, I wish I would have known how. I don't really hear a lot of people talk about how much more overprotective and more loving they became after having their children. I haven't really heard any moms talk about that, so I feel like I wish I had known more about that because it's like I'm 10 times more protective of the both of us than what I was when before I had her. It was just me, and I wasn't really that protective of myself. But now I am. I'm more cautious because I know I have her to look after now. If that makes sense.
And RJ, from a father's perspective, what do you know now that or what have you learned since Zalo has been in the world that you wasn't aware of?
um, really, just how tired I was gonna be. Like she keep me up all night, all times when I wake up and cry. I just ain't know like, how it would like weigh on a person, like how what they have to go through to raise a baby. Like I ain't know like it was that serious or that it took so much.
So you saying you was sleep deprived?
Huh?
Sleep
Yeah.
deprived. You
Yeah.
are sleep deprived. What about that? In the hospital, it seems like your baby never cries, but when you get your baby home that first night, How was that first night bringing Zilo home?
It was still like unbelievable for me, honestly. I think I was just still in shock, like, wow, I have a whole baby. I think it was more shocking more than anything. But that first night, even then, I think she was still pretty quiet. She was pretty much asleep. So
What do you think?
the nights to come after that.
What about what's your thoughts on that?
Well,
RJ,
first bringing her home,
your first
I'm just like worried, keep on checking on her because she really won't making like even when she was sleeping, she won't really making a lot of noises.
Yeah, and this is real. Like you're like an infant passing away. So definitely it's like your instincts become 10 times more,
more
you know.
more heightened.
Yes, there you go, more heightened.
And RJ, what role do you play as a new father, young father in Zalo's life? What's your role in her life?
What's my role?
Yeah, what do you do? I mean, what has changed? Are you do you change your baby, feed your baby? Do you help Courtney out?
Oh yeah, I do. Oh yeah, I do all that.
How how do you feel about that? You have a daughter. Are
I
you
mean,
You
changing
look
her?
at her like
I
that.
need to see your face. Okay.
I mean,
Very mindful of her.
huh?
Very like delicate, I would say. He is very, very delicate with her.
You think he's very delicate?
He's very delicate.
I don't know. I just think it was already in me. I
Yeah,
feel like I can
yeah,
already take care
yeah.
of a child.
Very caring, very nurturing.
So very nurturing. Courtney, I,
And get
I know
straight.
that with the nurturing side, had you seen that display of nurturing from RJ before the baby was born?
Even
Were you
before the baby was
surprised
born,
by it?
yes, I knew it was in him, and I definitely saw it in him, the nurturing side. Yes, he took it very serious when I was pregnant. He took pregnancy serious because he didn't want anything happening to me or Silo.
How was the birthing? I mean, how long was your labor and what's your experience with the birthing of the baby? How was it what you expected?
No, it was not. So I had a C-section, but I didn't plan on having a C-section. It was like an emergency C-section. I planned on delivering her vaginally, and things changed when we got there because I had to be induced pretty much. I got induced the day after my due date, which was January 18th. I was induced on the 19th, and she came later on that night of the 19th. And it didn't go as planned because she wasn't ready to come out. So with her not being ready to come out, they had to try so many different methods to get her out, and it was causing her heart rate to drop. And RJ actually like panicked with the nurses, and he was actually the one that said, "No, we need a C-section like right now, like
And
right
so RJ, how express your emotions and your feelings as you see Courtney going through this distress, trying to bring Zalo into the world. What was you
Um.
feeling and thinking?
Oh yeah, I was nervous. Mostly nervous the whole time. After knowing that she couldn't push the baby out, it was causing the baby to what? She won't breathe.
like her heart rate was dropping drastically. Yeah, it wasn't that she wasn't
And
breathing.
everything they tried, it went to work. So yeah, I was just nervous.
He was nervous.
Yeah.
She
And
wasn't
Courtney, I know you decided to breastfeed Zalo. What made you go with breastfeed feeding versus formula?
Um, so mainly being that is I know what's going into her body. With formula, I was just nervous about her having like a milk intolerance. I think that's what you call it, a milk intolerance or allergy or thing like that. So I just decided to breastfeed, and then it actually saves me time and money with not having to make formula bottles and having to go to the store and get formula. And then there's the shortage on formula. I don't know if you've heard about it,
Yeah, I
but
have. Hmm.
the shelves are like empty. The other day I went to get Zalo some formula just to have, even though she's breastfed and doesn't really take the bottle, but like the shelves were empty, and the two cans together cost like $90, so they were like 40, 45 a can.
Wow.
So yeah,
So
it's getting crazy out there with the formula shortage. So I'm glad I did decide to breastfeed.
So how have your lives changed since Xylo has been in your life? What's different about your life now? RJ, what's different about your life?
Mm, I got more of a drive to do things, like more of a push to get up and make something happen.
Okay, that's great.
Like less going out time. I don't go out with my friends as much no more. It just go out, get money, and then come back home.
So has it made you feel like you matured, you growed up a lot?
Yeah. Well, when she was like when she first got pregnant, that's when I slowly stopped going out. So I was already preparing for it.
Okay. And Courtney, how has your life changed since Xylo? Since you've had
I wish I
Xylo?
can set this down somewhere.
It's okay. So for starters, it's crazy because I don't get sleepy anymore. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's something else people didn't tell me that would come with raising a baby is that you don't really, especially as a first time mom, might I say, you really don't get sleepy anymore because you're always up with the baby. You're always with the baby. So that was something that I wasn't really prepared for. That has been probably one of the biggest changes.
You don't get sleep, or you don't get
I
sleepy.
get sleepy, but like I don't like I'll be sleepy and go to sleep, but I'll jump right up for Xylo. You know, like I don't stay asleep for long anymore. Basically.
Now I know, RJ, you've been doing a lot of reading when it comes to Xylo and her stage, as things that she should be doing.
Okay.
What resource have you found very helpful with Xylo? I know when I had you and your siblings, I had to go to books. I had books to read. But what resources are you pulling to learn about different things about Xylo and what she should be doing and helping her progress in her different stages?
I mean, it's different apps I be using, like baby apps. Then just Google, just type it in Google, gonna pop right up. It's
And
gonna
what
pop
do you
right
type
up.
in Google?
Different steps, huh?
Different
I always
steps?
ask the pediatrician. He always asks the same questions he puts in Google. He always makes sure to ask the pediatrician.
Oh, so you all look and when you go to the doctor, you're using Google to help you all know what questions to ask your doctor.
Yeah.
Your
Mm-hmm.
doctor.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very
And
smart.
different milestone apps,
Yeah, different
like
milestones.
baby. Yeah.
Oh, that's very smart. I like
Mm-hmm.
that. I like that a lot. So I'm going back to this Roe versus Wade controversy with the abortion rights. Now, you two are parents and you have this beautiful baby, you have Xylo, but you still believe it's your choice if you want to have a child or not. You still
Yeah,
you
cause
still stand behind that?
What I want to do. What
you
now?
say what?
I said, you have this beautiful baby, but you two still stand behind. It's your choice if you want to have a baby or not, that the government should not force you to have one. You still believe wholeheartedly in that?
Yeah, cause what if people get raped or something and they supposed to have the baby still?
And
So,
then I also feel like just ultimately you may not be necessarily like financially ready. You might not have all the resources. Um, and then you really don't know. Like I said, pregnancy is just for me personally. I feel like my body changed in ways I didn't think. The pregnancy itself
like
was
what? Like explain,
something
explain,
else. Like
explain.
just like just the general pregnancy symptoms. So like when I first got pregnant, when I first found out I was pregnant, so that morning sickness in that first trimester was something that I really don't ever want to go through again. The constant throwing up, not being able to hold anything down, and then as it got time for me to closer to maybe like mid to the end of my third trimester, um, the heartburn, the aches, the not sleeping, like I probably haven't had a good night's sleep even before Zala was born. Like the
Well,
last few weeks of my pregnancy. So
I believe wholeheartedly that it's a woman's choice whether she wants to have a baby or not, because there's a lot coming with being a parent. You have to be responsible for someone else, and you may not be ready for that. And then the children that are born to people who really didn't want them, if they're not financially able to keep, to take care of that child, then is the government going to help subsidize that child? It's a lot that goes into being a parent, and it's something that you must want to do. And I just applaud you two, Courtney and RJ. You're young parents, and I think you're doing an excellent job. You're great parents. You have rearranged your life for Zilo, and you have made her top priority, because that child is someone that you wanted to have. Now, you can flip the switch and say, well, what if she was, what if she was born to parents who didn't want her? Would she still have that priority in their life? So I believe in a woman's choice. And I just wanted to reach out to you two and thank you so much for being on with me tonight, just to talk about being new parents and giving us a little insight in your life as how it is to be parents and the birthing of Zalo. So this is going to be a very short show, but it doesn't matter if it was 15 minutes or 30 minutes. I'm glad that you all joined me tonight. And until we meet again, and until I see Zalo again, I bid you both good night.
What you say? Bye. What you say?
I bid
She
you
said
all
bye.
good night. Thank you again for
Okay.
joining the show.
Oh yeah, thank
No
you for having
problem.
us on.
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you for
You're
inviting
welcome.
us.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Good night.
Good night. Well, we got a glimpse into Zalo's life, the birthing of Zalo. RJ and Courtney gave us a peek into their life as being new parents and the birthing of Zalo. And at the end of the day, it's a woman's choice, I believe, if you want to bring a child into this world or not. It's your body. No one has to say so on what you do to your body in regards to bringing a child in this world. I feel that you're the person that's going to be there with the baby and have to nurture the baby, not the ones that's making the decision if you should have this child or not. Who says when life begins? Is it when the baby takes the first breath, or is it with conception? I say it's when the baby takes the first breath. And until then, I will fight for the right to have an abortion if I choose fit. And like Forrest Gump said, that's all I have to say about that. Good night, and thank you again for joining the Robin Joy Show.